Don't speak what you don't understand. The truth is not in your command. Don't shout about what you think is fake. The decision isn't yours to make. Don't lie about the way things are. Tall tales will take you very far. Don't scoff when they say it's the end. In this life, you know you can't pretend. The days pass by, they've set in stone. But it's not too late now for you to change your tone. Don't speak.
Hey everyone, it is Friday, April 11th. Good afternoon. I am looking forward to the weekend and I hope you are too. We have a lot to cover today. First, I want to give you a few minutes while we're waiting for a few more people to click in. Please grab a pen and paper because you have a full calendar of events to write down. I will, of course, send an email newsletter because I did not send one out last week, but I will do one this weekend. I already started drafting it, so I could tell you that I did. But there is a lot happening, and I need to get you to put these on your calendar because we need you. So let's see. Where's my comments? Where are you guys? Hey, how are you? Hey, Willa. Hey, Camille. Thank you for everything you are doing. Camille, you are a rock star. Laura, the same. Thank you so much for everything you do. Hey, George. Good to see you. Hey, Cheryl. So why is it saying that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know where it's not posting. Oh, okay. I see what it's saying. It's not liking my Instagram, I guess. Okay, where are we? We're almost there. Okay, we're ticking up. Very good. I hope you guys have some good plans. Greetings from Woodside. Good to see you too. Okay, cell phone. All right, grab your pen and paper because you've got a lot to write down today. There is a lot of events. And of course, you do know we have our inaugural mayoral debate coming in. Maya, if you look in your spam or your junk, I'm telling you, you are probably getting our emails. You're just not knowing it. You need to go into your spam or junk box and look for our emails. The email that it comes from is donations at NYC Retirees. Look under that email address and see if it's there. And I will double check as to why, but I would tell you I did not send one out this week. I did send one out the week before. And depending where you live, we've been putting out campaign emails. That's another thing I want to address before we get started is we are never going to pass legislation unless we have people that are in city council that support you. So we have to make sure that when we put out an email asking you to help get out the vote, go petition, make phone calls, to help a candidate that's running for office, we need you to call, to sign up, to go and do those things. It's the only way we're going to get people in office. Like, hey, Colin Thompson's here. Colin Thompson is someone that supports you. And he is running for office against Julie Menon, who has done bupkis for us. So if you want to make sure that good people like Colin get into office, then you need to reach out and help Colin get elected, which means call his campaign, go to his website and say, hey, I want to volunteer for you. Hey, we all know that we all can't go out all the time and knock on doors, but you could be that person that maybe takes an hour out of their day and make some calls on their campaign call list. That way you start calling. We've taught you how to do campaign calling, but they can help you do that too. And if enough people say that they want to do it, they will set up a class for you to teach you how easy it is to do. We've done this when we did campaign calls for other candidates. So please take the time to get involved with this. You're welcome, Colin, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. So if anyone is living right now in Julie Menon's district and you've been so frustrated with her, Colin Thompson is right now in our chat and he is running against her. Make sure you support Colin. We'll be putting out our newsletter with Colin's information in it as well. So yes, thank you. And you're welcome. Ellen says, I have likened you to Miriam, who used her tambourine to help bring the Israelites to safety after the Red Sea parted. We are so grateful for your protection and for our board mods and all of our attorneys. Thank you. We cherish it. I cherish you guys too. I love you. I mean, we could not do this. We could not do this without you. Denise says, hey, all, when is our next court dates? Well, you have May 15th is the court date, and that's coming up on your calendar. So let's kind of try breaking down some of these. Yes, Laura says, Colin also deserves our donations. You're next in line for donations. Thank you. We appreciate all of that. So calendars. I'm going to run down what I have. It's not in any particular order. You could put it in your own order, but I did try to put it in some sense of an order. All right. Maya Kornberg. She is running against Shahana Hanif in District 39 in Brooklyn. I did send out an email to her constituents today. I will also put that in our email for everybody else that may want to help pitch in. Just because you're not in the district doesn't mean you can't help out. I try to concentrate first on the emails for people that are in the district of that council person or the candidate, and then I will open it up to everybody. But they are doing door knocking on Saturday and Sunday. I think on Saturdays it's 9 to 11, and on Sundays it's 10 to 12. They're doing phone banking, which of course you know that you do at your convenience. And then they have some meet and greets on April 24th and April 27th. So please sign up for those. If you live in her district, I already put out that email today. I will put it out in the general email to all of you probably tomorrow. We are having a virtual rally for Harvey Epstein. Harvey is currently a sitting assemblyman in District 74. He is running in District 2. And he is running against, I guess that's Carlina Rivera's district. So you also have Sarah Bachu in the same district. We're also running for the same seat. Harvey, on April 14th at 1:30 p.m., we are hosting his virtual rally online. I will send you a link for that. Sarah Bachu we're doing our live on April 18th with her. And then Richie Barsamian. So Richie is running for Justin Brannan's seat. We're doing our Facebook Live with him on May 9th. Let's see. Idafi Akporo, District 7, Sean Abreu, who also hasn't done anything for us. Idafi, I have to send out his email also today. He's looking for someone to do an interview with him that he could record that speaks to our issue. So if you're interested, when I send out that email, please email Idafi or email us that you're interested in doing an interview with him. He would prefer someone that lives in District 7. And then, of course, we have Colin, and I'll be putting Colin's email out this weekend as well. Hey, Julia, thank you very much. Okay. Our inaugural mayoral debate. It will be on April 17th. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. The debate starts at 6:30 and goes till 8:30. And right now, the only person that didn't RSVP, or persons, is Eric Adams, Adrian Adams, and Mr. Cuomo. So that's why. Also, while Zoran Mamdani did initially RSVP that he was attending, he withdrew his attendance. We don't know why, but he said he wasn't coming. What could I tell you? So that is our calendar of events. So the Maya Maya Kornberg email went out today. Please sign up for her events and help her get out the vote. She has a bunch of events coming. You can sign up for those in that email. I provided you with all of the links. The virtual rally for Harvey Epstein is April 14th at 1:30 p.m. I will send you a link for that event. He's in the East Village. He is currently a sitting assemblyman in District 74 running for District 2. Sarah Batchu, also running for District 2. Her live is on April 18th. Now, that day I may be a little late because I am coming home from our event, but I will be here. It might be like at 7:30, but I will post the time. Richie Barsamian, he is running for Justin Brannan's seat. That is May 9th. We are hosting that live. And then I will also put in the Adafi and Colin emails information in our email to reach out to them. Adafi is looking to film a video. He's looking for someone that is in his district, District 7. That's Sean Abreu's district currently. And very quickly, I need to know if someone is interested in doing that. April 17th, Holy Thursday. Maybe they are extremely religious. I do not know. I don't know if they're extremely religious. Well, do you remember like when I remember one year we were at the fire department and what was it? We had to ask for like dispensation on St. Patrick's Day because it fell on a day we weren't supposed to eat meat. And the Pope said, yes, have corned beef. It was okay. Maybe this could be something like that too. I mean, this is New York City politics. It's really important. Colin Thompson responded so quickly when I sent him links to news article about Menin's PACs and questionable actions by same. I'm not in his district, but have forwarded his campaign info to two friends in his district. Please help him out. I will tell you, so many people sent us stuff about Julie Menin. Was not funny, but yes, keep that coming because we could really use some good, honest people with integrity that want to help the people in their district, not like ghost them like Julie has for all of these years. So the next calendar date that I want you to sign up for is May 15th. We are taking 2 buses to Albany for the last appeal that the mayor could file in our Bentowski case. We are headed up to Albany. 2 buses will be leaving City Hall. We have 1 bus filled, and I'm working on filling up that second bus. You've got 1 month to sign up for that. If you've already signed up, please don't sign up twice. And the same with the mayoral event. If you signed up already, do not sign up twice. We are going through that list, and if your name is there twice with the same email, we are deleting one of them. So it's very important that every attendee has a unique email address for them because we are sending you a confirmation that will come out soon, which I have to work on after this Facebook Live. Wednesday, the 16th of April, let me make sure I have the date correct. Wednesday, April 16th, we are hosting a rally and a petition signing for Jim Walden in City Hall Park. Please be there for 11 a.m. Again, I will put that in the newsletter. Yes, you will see us in person, and he will also be looking for people that are interested to petition with him because as an independent, he has to start his petitioning next week. So it will be a really great opportunity for those of you who have not signed another mayoral candidate's petition to come out and sign his. He is also scheduling with us, working on scheduling borough-wide events so that if you can't make it out on the 16th, that you can go out, he can meet you out in your own borough. Kathy Napoli was happy to see his video about us. Colin is another great supporter of our campaign to win over New York City Council. Yes, he is. That's how you guys sent me his video. That's how I found him. I wrote to Colin on his Facebook page to ask about donating by check. He responded very quickly and emailed me so graciously. He is the real deal. Of course, very unlike Julie Menin that you could email her and never get a response back. I was at a community board last night with Richie Barsamian. I was excited to find out that he is one of the to find out that one of the board members is part of our group. Very good. Yes, he approached me some time ago and he wanted to make sure we knew he was running. And we had a couple meetings with our team and his team. And so yes, if you go on our down below, you'll see two websites. You'll see our website that of course all of you guys know. You'll see nycretirees.org. That is our page. That's where your homework is, who the board is, how to contact us, that kind of stuff. Your updates, if you go to more at the top and you can click down and see for updates, that is your home page, right? The other page, because I wanted to keep the politicking separate from our business page. So retiredlaborstrong.nyc, and it was a play on the unions doing labor strong, right? And what we kept hearing, like from Shahana and other council members, Tiffany Caban, that they didn't want to get on our bill because they wanted the labor strong endorsement. And I said, what about the retired labor strong endorsement? Don't you care what retirees feel about you as a candidate or an elected? Isn't it important, to you that the largest voting bloc in the city of New York supports you? And then I was told, well, they have money. I'm like, what says retirees don't have money? We've been financing litigation for 4 years. Don't discount a retired person. It was just shocking that that's what they were saying to us was they wanted campaign donations and they wanted the endorsement without recognizing that what they were endorsing was a group or organization or group of unions that were harming former unionists, former retirees, stripping away their healthcare benefits, these people back here, to actually fund their contracts on your back. They didn't care about that. They didn't care about you fighting for 4 years to protect the federal public health benefit of Medicare. You've got Speaker Adams running around the city talking about the ills of the Republican Party and Donald Trump and Elon Musk, but she's the one that's allowing you to be forced into the default plan of Project 2025. This is what I don't understand. It's such a double standard. They have got to go. So if at all, at any time, she wanted to be progressive. I was literally joking about this today. Do you remember when Councilman Charles Barron, was very frustrated when he was doing our legislation? He was very, very frustrated that city council members who were progressive Democrats were not supporting us. And they said, you don't get it. You're not a progressive. You're a fake progressive. And it was at the time that people were calling Republicans in name only rhinos. So we had dubbed or coined the name PINO, progressive in name only. They're not progressive. If they were really progressive, he tells me, they would be supporting these safety net healthcare programs, federal public health benefit of Medicare. How can you get behind Medicaid, but you're not supporting Medicare? An equally important federal public health benefit that provides health care that you were promised, as the court said, for your years of service to the city of New York. It makes absolutely no sense. I don't know what to tell you. I so want to meet my fellow Silver Warrior Facebook friends on the bus to Albany. Please sign up. Yes, please be there. There was another comment up here I missed. Hold on. Julia McGuire, is the Bentowski case the copay case? No. So Julia, the Bentowski case is the nuclear option case. That's the case that the mayor lost twice, that would have allowed him to force you into Medicare Advantage and strip all your choices away of healthcare plans. This is the final appeal. We've won in Supreme, we've won in appeals, and he appealed again to the New York State Court of Appeals, and we're going on May 15th. Please, if you can, come with us. Kathy, good. Who wants to see Adams or Cuomo faces of ugliness? People, you hate elders and retirees aren't worth our time. I know. But we have to ask. I mean, we did say we would invite everyone. So it's nice. We've got Zellner Myrie agreed to come today. We got his RSVP. Michael Blake said he was coming yesterday. Curtis Sliwa is coming. Jim Walden is coming. Whitney Tilson is coming. I told you Zoran Mamdani backed out yesterday. I don't know why. I don't know why he backed out. And then you have Jessica Ramos and Scott Stringer, Brad Lander. I mean, you have everybody there really now except the Adams family and Mr. Cuomo. But Cuomo has been in touch with our people, and I'm hoping that I know they're talking about a letter, and they're also talking about the forum, the debate. So keep your fingers crossed, because it's still, we do have a couple more days that they have. We're already getting ready to set up of the event. I think it'll be really exciting. We will be live streaming for those of you that are not in the city or cannot come to that event. We do understand a lot of you have some ambulatory issues, but please continue to sign up. I will keep posting it all weekend. I would love to see you all there. It's going to be great because we haven't seen each other in a really long time, and it'll be a wonderful day. We will send out confirmations to everyone. We're working on that process now. There is security at the door, and that's why doors open at 5:30. We want to make sure all of you get screened and come in. So we're looking forward to seeing you all. But yes, Kathy, I did have to invite everybody because we are the first group to do so. Nobody else has done this. They've only just invited the Democrats. They did not invite all of the other candidates. You should be able to hear side by side how all of the candidates that are running for this one position feel about the issues that are most important to you. Primarily, we're focusing on healthcare, but we will also be focusing on a few other things that are a priority to retirees. And that's important because you need to know where they stand on those issues to vote your conscience, right? Or rank, which is another thing that we will be doing after the debate. So Laura says, oh my God, Ellen, I can't wait to see you in person. I know, we're going to have a good time. Jim Rossi, AFSCME keeps sending me emails to support retired workers in their fight with the Trump administration. I emailed back, why are you not supporting New York City retirees in their fight? I'll tell you what, Jim, do one better. Take their freaking letters, rip them up and stick them in the envelope and mail it back to them with a Post-it note or little note that says, kiss your rear end in Macy's window. You're not going to contribute to their People's Money campaign unless they stop trying to claw back your Medicare benefits. Because basically, you don't have to worry about Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Your biggest fear right now is Henry Garrido and Lee Saunders. So you could do yourself a favor. I get them every single week, just like you do. Rip it up, put in a note, vent, get it out of your system, put it in the envelope, and stick it in the mailbox. I encourage everyone to do that. Do not send AFSCME People's Money donations. Do not. And if you are, please stop them. There is no reason to be funding them. They are sending those letters out on a weekly basis. I'm done. I'm so done with them at this point. I'm done. And you should be too. They're not helping you. They're fear-mongering you to send them money. There's no reason to do this. You are a retiree. You are fighting to protect yourself. Your former union should have done that. They didn't. They decided to rob you blind. The International is helping him do that. So these are your people, because that letter is coming from Ann Widger's office, by the way, and Lee Saunders. And you got a bunch of Henry heads up here. I have a little Michael Mulgrew head up there. That's an Ann Widger. That's an Ann Widger. And that's Odette Tinio, who's the political action director for DC 37. So now I know all the heads behind me. That's what I wake up to every single day, these crazy people. It's crazy. Matthew, can you put something in place such that the candidates are aware of how many of us tune in remotely? They need to understand that this is essentially a national issue in the context of them having aspirations to move past mayor. Yes, because some of our videos get over 10,000 hits, depending where they are, and then shared and reshared. So, and I'll tell you, just today when I logged on, we get so many clicks from this stream that they just promoted me and more clickable. And Twitter and Facebook both increased my exposure because of the posting that I do. So it is pretty interesting to see what algorithms are working, because both the short videos, and I have a longer video coming out today. You guys had the delegate assembly at the United Federation of Teachers the other day. What a hoot you guys are, because I can't tell you how many of you sent me their email that they sent out about our bill being illegal. Intro 1096 that protects your Medicare is illegal. It's not, and I'm trying to see how I can shorten this up, because this video, even after I edit it, is 20 minutes long, but it does basically explain everything to you. John says, I sent my people's letter back with a note a few weeks ago. Very good, John. Keep doing it. It's a good way of venting. You can get out your frustrations. Beverly says, I like that idea of sending their letters back to them. I've been throwing them in the recycle bin. Yeah, I'd send them back. That's it. They shut down our Action Network and they keep sending us crap and trying to fear monger us. Send it back. Can we stop Mulgrew from supporting a candidate that doesn't support our healthcare? Well, Bob, I mean, they did their endorsements, and those candidates want the endorsement. They mostly, support the UFT and teacher educational circles. We can't do anything about that, but we have our own page, Bob. If you go to Retired Labor Strong down there, retiredlaborstrong.nyc, you see it running at the bottom? You see it? Hold on, that's the first one. Our election site right there. You see it? And it says retiredlaborstrong.nyc. Go to that website. You'll see our candidates. Those are the people. And that's our second round of endorsements, and we're not done. Keep doing it. So yeah. Matthew, specifically at the mayoral forum, so they recognize the reach of this org real time. And we will be live streaming from there. And we're also live broadcasting on WBAI. Yes, absolutely. And yes, of course, I will be hosting my show probably with Bob Hennelly at Friday morning, the day after the mayoral event, as a recap the very next day on the 18th, and then I'll be flying home. So, yeah, it'll be a great day. I think so. I noticed that council members Mercedes Narcisse has also signed a narcopster commitment letter. I've been waiting for her as nurse to take this important stand. Yep, she did. We were hoping that others would, but they have not. We're still at 13. A retired UFT friend asked me about the difference between Arise and ABC. Look, I've not heard from Arise this whole time. You would think if you're a candidate running for office of a union that knows that there is a major retiree issue, that you would want to go to the organization that has a large number of retirees that is spearheading the fight to protect them. And Arise has never contacted us. Arise has never worked with us. Arise has done nothing to get out any of their messaging. So even work with us to get our messaging out. They've done nothing to protect our bills. They've done nothing to lobby for our bills, because as active teachers, it would have been powerful for the active teachers to say, hey, we support you. We support what you're doing. Let us help you with this. So they haven't. ABC has been helping us, and that is something I can truly speak to, as I appreciate that. Can we send the video truck to large high schools because they have thousands of teachers and those teachers skew older? I sent you an email with addresses and student numbers for large high schools by borough. Ellen, I get like 1 million emails a day, but I will go look at that. Hi, all from Manhattan. Late. I still can't get on from Facebook. It says it started soon. And I have no idea what you're doing wrong, because both links are together. So you're not clicking the right link or one link, but at least you're here. Jean Brady, it's funny how helpful and nice the health benefit lady was at Teamsters 237 when I called about my drug plan now that I'm on Medicare. Surprised they haven't fired her. And still, we cannot confirm that 237 or CWA 1180's drug plan is a creditable Medicare Part D plan, because they and OLR have stopped answering us. So that's all I could tell you. Annie and Nesta, 18 council members signed into 1099 2023. Why didn't they all sign to 1096? Annie, I'm glad you asked that question. When someone says to me, how come you didn't endorse so-and-so running for this office, whatever office it is, I'm going to tell you that the bill, they signed 1099. Well, they're not on 1096. Or even if they are on 1096, what have they done for you? Did they only get onto the legislation because they had an election and they had a challenger? Did they only get onto the bill when they could get onto the bill because they were in election and that they were fearful of not getting the support because they were in election and had an opponent? What did they do between 1099 and 1096? And then how come it took them so long to get on 1096? It's not that just someone signs on, because sometimes they're signing on for cover. They don't really care about you. They care about them. And you have to know the difference. When you ask someone what took you so long to get on our legislation and you get a song and dance, that speaks volumes. So they didn't rush to help us. I'm not rushing to help them. We needed support when we needed it. Are they helping lobby their or pull their caucuses together to get you to get us a meeting so that you could be heard, so that our bill? Are they pushing Carmen De La Rosa to get our bill to a hearing? No. They got on the bill because they're sick and tired of hearing from us. They wanted the calls and the emails to stop, and they have a challenger. But they're not doing anything to help you. So don't think that just because someone signs onto your bill, they got your back. No, they want to be reelected, and they don't want the pushback. It's only for cover. So you have to be able, and this is why I tell you all the time, just because someone signed on doesn't mean that they have you. We'd been trying to call specific council members time and time and time again. And when they don't call you, they basically ghost you. And then one day pop up and show up on your bill, but then they've done nothing to you. They've not called you. They've not emailed you. They've not asked you to come to a meeting, come to their district, get their constituents together. Look, we have candidates running for office. They email me. They say, hey, can you reach out to our constituents and let them know that I need help. This is what we're doing. Come join me. Or these are my events. Come join me. They want to hear from you. None of them do that. We don't hear from any of them. So like Justin Brannan got on last year. You don't see Justin Brannan on this year. And he's running for another office. He doesn't need you. It's not important to him. Now you have two council members, Sylvina Brooks Powers and Lynn Shulman, both just endorsed Andrew Cuomo for mayor over Adrienne Adams, the Speaker of the body in which they are council members of. And what did Adrienne Adams do? Took them off the budget committee and moved their seats so they're no longer sitting next to her. Neither one of them got if I remember correctly, neither one of them got endorsements from UFT and DC 37. You'd think they'd want ours. Haven't heard from them. But that also shows you that everything we said about Adrienne Adams, that she retaliates and she's been threatening and blocking the council members that have been signing onto our bill. There you go. Because she just did it to them for not endorsing her. She doesn't deserve to be mayor. She shouldn't even be speaker. And the only reason she's speaker is because DC 37 manipulated that. Can we forward the video to Mulgrew and crew? I will. Trust me, you guys will as soon as I make it public, but I usually like to run through it a couple times to make sure it's okay. But the delegate assembly passed a resolution on this. Why then select candidates that don't support us? But Maya, the United Federation of Teachers doesn't really care about you. They care about their active workers and what that council person could do for an active worker. They're not really caring about you. If they did, Michael Mulgrew would have helped more with an amicus in Bentowski. He would stop lying about 1096 being illegal. Let's go back to that for a second. 1096 what did he say about 1096? Let me pull that back up. And I'll give you the abridged version or the Cliff Note version. Okay. He said, City Council Bill 1096, which would amend the Administrative Code of New York City in relation to protecting the vested health insurance coverage and contributions of retired New York City employees, is something he agrees with in theory. However, he said, the union's attorneys have warned that the bill is not in compliance with the Taylor Law and could prove problematic to UFT members if it were approved. The Taylor Law says that no governmental entity can pass a law that changes the terms and conditions of a collective bargaining agreement, including healthcare, Mulgrew said, and that provision of the Taylor Law is there to protect us. The problem, he noted, is if the Taylor Law is violated and the court lets that happen, the next mayor or governor can turn around and pass a law that hurts members but is allowed to do so because of the precedent. At this moment, passing this bill might feel good, he says, but we don't want to be in a position that 5 years from now we're getting hurt by a precedent that was set by us. First of all, there is so much bullshit in this email. I can't even believe that he got away with putting this out. If the Taylor Law is violated, it is a law. And if you make another law that violates another law, then you could sue and take that to court, and a judge could strike that down, not enforce it. Because then if it was enforceable, then maybe it wasn't illegal in the first place. However, Administrative Code 12-126 was legislated in 1967 by the City Council. That is what gave you a floor, a benchmark. It set a floor of what the city has to pay up to. The unions are free to negotiate above that, and in many cases they have. Some cases they've manipulated it and diminished it, but we were not going to allow them to diminish ours. We're not in the table, we're not in the room, we don't vote for them, and we don't vote for their contracts. So we are not subject to the Taylor Law. And if you read the definitions in Section 200 of the New York State Public Employees Act, we are not employees under the definition of the New York State Taylor Law or the New York City Collective Bargaining Law. We are not covered by any of that. So he lies through his teeth about that. It's frustrating that he keeps doing this, but what does it do? Our bill doesn't violate the law. And even the mayor's memo that the city council has even says that. And it also says that their position isn't free from doubt, and it says it twice. And that was last year. The reason is we're not in their unions. We're not employees. We're not in appointed titles. The Taylor Law doesn't affect us. Our contracts are long expired, and the unions had to protect them. What they are trying to do is now take control of something they don't have control over. And if they can control our health benefits as a retired person, they can change it, alter it, renegotiate it, liquidate it, do whatever they want to it. Our goal is to protect them from that, protect us from them, which we should never have had to do. Right now, Michael Mulgrew and Henry Garrido are not only lobbying against your city bill, they're also lobbying against your state bill. And so you are aware, we are being told that because AFL-CIO and DC 37 and UFT are lobbying against our state bill, that our state bill is going to have more problems, most likely not move, because they're trying to commit our legislation to the Moratorium Act. And what is that? Do you remember when we first talked about the Moratorium Act in one of our first cases in Campion, and then we talked about it again in Bentowski? The Moratorium Act was passed by teachers-affiliated organizations in 1994. And what it says is that no union or employer can reduce a benefit for a retired person unless they equally diminish it for an employee. Now, back in the day, 1994, unions would never have considered reducing benefits for retirees because they knew it would be political suicide if they had to diminish a benefit for an employee. They would have never have done it. What have Michael Mulgrew and Henry Garrido done for the last 10 years? Diminish your benefits and try to diminish it more, tried to control it lied about it, lied that they represent you, lied that they can change the law and do exactly what they're saying we can't do. We are not in their unions. We do not have appointed titles. We are retired. We are not employees. What would the Moratorium Act change do? It would transfer the power and authority of healthcare that we have today and put it in the hands of the union. You know, the one that you're not in. And you don't vote for them. And you don't ratify their contracts. That's what it would do. We have to fight that. Once all this is over, we need to go back to fighting the state bill to protect it. And that's coming out of Pete Harcum's office in the AFL-CIO. And I foresee one day we are going to have to protest AFL-CIO and AFSCME for interfering. And trust me, we're not ruling out suing the unions, and we're not ruling out suing the MLC either. And we're not ruling out suing the AFL-CIO. These are all conversations that we've been talking about. We have not come to any decisions yet, but if they again interfere and they don't back off, that is going to be an option. You earned your healthcare benefits, and clearly in this email, Michael Bogru admits that it is a vested healthcare benefit. Medicare is a federal public health benefit. He should have been protecting our benefits, not forcing you into managed care. And trust me, I don't buy it any bit that Michael says he's not supporting Medicare Advantage anymore. He actually does support it. He just knows politically, because of the outspokenness of the retirees, he cannot do it. Because when he did write the letter to the court, and they did it erroneously, and they sent the letter to the court that he was walking back his support to MA, it wasn't because it was a bad plan or diminishes your benefit as the courts found. He was walking his support back because of the anxiety that it caused you retirees. That's why. That doesn't say that he is against Medicare Advantage. That just says that he can't. There's not the political appetite to force you into something because he knows that you guys will probably unseat him in the next election. That's why. All right, I'm getting off my soapbox. Let's see. Catherine, I am a delegate also. The Taylor Law does not apply to us, yet we are listed as part of the UFT union. So, Catherine, if you noticed a few years ago, they changed your ID cards to not say a retired member. They still want to declare you a member, but here's how you know you're not. You don't ratify contracts, and not every single retiree can vote in an election. Only a certain number of you. There's like 89,000 retirees or something in UFT, but only like 25 or 27,000 of you can vote. That doesn't make you a member. That makes you a loyalty member. You are not a member of the union. And if you go to the Taylor Law and the New York City Collective Bargaining Law, it absolutely tells you in those documents who can be a member. And again, go to Article 1 of every single union contract and look and see who that contract supports. It is a contract between the union and the employer, and it will tell you the titles of who it controls, and it is not you. And if you don't believe me, please go on the OLR website, pull up the UFT contract, look for the original, the full contract, not just like the amended ones. You will see Article 1 in every contract tells you who that contract applies to. New York City Collective Bargaining Law and New York State Taylor Law also tell you who a union can legally represent and for what. Employees in appointed titles before an employing agency for wages, hours, and work conditions. You're not employed. You're not in an appointed title. You don't have wages, hours, and work conditions. You are not a union member. However, unions had a duty to protect you, and they didn't. So, Camille says the anxiety that he might lose his job. Yes, my friend, that's exactly it. I've been retired 13 years and still paying union dues. I am a member of the UFT. No, Suzanne Marie, I am sorry to tell you, you are not a union member. Under the law, you are not. Your union tells you you are and keeps you connected to it by offering you a medical health care benefit to keep you attached. Because if you don't want to pay that dues, you don't have to. By law, you don't. You are not a union member. Under the law, again, go back to the Taylor law and go back to the New York City collective bargaining law and go back to the union contract. You are not a union member. I'm sorry to have to keep saying that to you, but you're not. How are we doing on the pension Ponzi scheme fight against pending state legislation, which the city requested? Thanks. That's a great question. So, according to the law, the state is supposed to settle the budget by April 1st. Well, that date is long past. Today is April 11th. That didn't happen. We have the Jewish holidays upon us. And what does that do? Well, everyone went on spring break. Now they were ordered back on Tuesday. I don't think everyone is going to get back on Tuesday, but the governor did say that everybody must be back and they at least must have a majority so that they can try to get this done. I do not foresee the budget being passed before the end of April or early May, which means still email the governor's office, do those emails, and keep sending the messaging out there because anything is possible. The bill is still in the Assembly side. There is no matching bill on the Senate side, but that doesn't mean at the 11th hour they won't stick in matching legislation and pass it as a law. So I got to tell you to keep moving it. Laura, never forgot how Mulgrew testified on January 9th of 2023, how they determined that we will all be put into Medicare disadvantage. I was shocked when and how he said it. It's his sick anti-union vision for healthcare, Project 25. Yes, it is. And we put up a video, which I will put up again tonight. I posted it in a couple of the teacher pages that literally he says, and this was in September of 2022, that the city says, if you give us that 20% plan back, we'll give you the money we would have spent on them into the welfare fund. He says it. And the city's welfare fund is the stabilization fund. That's what he's referring to. So don't be fooled by it. You know it in your heart what he's talking about. So we have no relationship with our prior unions who we paid dues to when we were employees. They cannot negotiate for us because we are not in the bargaining unit. Yes, CJP, that is absolutely true. When you retire, they give you a plaque. They hug you. They say, thank you for being a loyal union member. We love you. Enjoy your retirement. Go and enjoy all the things you broke your rear end for. I got my plaque. Do you have one? Yes. Goodbye, they said. Goodbye. We got your back. Until Michael Mulgrew and Henry Garrido and Harry Nispoli decided to rob you blind to pay for their raises. Sorry to say to you, you are not in the union anymore. They had a duty to protect you and your benefits from greedy administrations. Instead, they were encouraged by the city of New York to leverage your health care for a raise. There's really no other way to say that. Do you honestly think we will ever get 1096 passed? Hey, Bob, I'm not giving up. I'm not. We're going to get it passed one way or another. That is why they are stealing money from us. So far, the courts rule accordingly. And let's keep hoping that we do win. And like we've always said, or even some of the council members have said, if you lose in court, maybe there would be more of an appetite to help you. But right now, because you're winning on your own, we really don't want to get involved. What can I tell you? Can Mulgrew be ordered by his members to sign 1096? I don't know. It's a good question. Maybe in one of those meetings they can do that. Can we send a link to actives or any interested party to come to the mayoral forum? As long as they register, Ellen, we will be vetting those people that sign up. Yes. But if I am now a member of the retiree advocate, isn't that a caucus as part of the UFT? No, Catherine, you are a retired member of a caucus. You are not a union member under the law. You are not. Bob, Marie Para, Bob Mulgrew would laugh at this. Our union is run by 3 men in a room. Yes, yes, yes. My union's retiree unit is sponsoring a lunch meeting with Comptroller Tom DiNapoli. I'm not sure why, but if I have a chance to speak with him, best request. Give him my phone number and say, hey, let's meet. Best request. How does he feel about protecting retired unionists from being forced into Medicare Advantage? What will his office do to make sure that you will always have Medicare as an option and a supplement provided by a municipality for you? That's what you really should be asking him. How do you feel about being forcing retirees into Medicare disadvantage? And what is your office doing, or can you do, to protect traditional Medicare and a supplement to be offered by municipal retirees? That should be your ask. Serena Mia, James Davis is waiting for Bentowski to fail so he can then talk to the city council about fixing healthcare. A stupid ass for real disgusting refuses to support 1096 because his advisors told him the language is faulty and vague. Serena Mia, why don't you ask him who his advisor is? Because it's probably the same person that's advising DC 37 and the UFT, and I would bet you it's Alan Klinger. You know, the same guy that said that the bill isn't illegal, but what it would do is if the city had to pay for those retirees, it's less that it would give to them. Marianne, just an FYI, seems Henry Garrido was able to render his email inaccessible on the Henry Michael email. Yes, I believe he changed his email again. And I also was told he changed his phone number, and I hadn't given that out. So, I don't know. I'm sure everyone will find. He's now done this like 3 times. Like, he thinks this is going to stop us from reaching him. No, it's not. What can I tell you? Anyway, it's almost 7 o'clock. Sorry, it's almost 7 o'clock, and I do need to get going because I've got more work to do. But a quick recap of the dates. So grab your pen and paper, and I will try to put that video out today. It is a 20-minute video, but hopefully you guys like it. All right. Maya Kornberg, for those that live in Maya's district, and I will also put this out in the general email, the newsletter for tomorrow. She does have door knocking going out on the weekends, 9 to 11 and 10 to 12. If you do want to go out to any of the door knocking events for tomorrow, please go to our website, retiredlaborstrong.nyc, and register, and then you can join them from there. She's looking for people to do door knocking, phone banking, and there's meet and greets on the 24th and 27th. Please go to her website. Virtual rally for Harvey Epstein. He is a sitting assemblyman in District 74, and he is running for City Council District 2. We are doing a virtual rally on April 14th, and I will give you the link in the newsletter. He's in the East Village. Sarah Batchu is also running for that same seat. That is Carlina Rivera's district, and we are doing a live with her on April 18th. Richie Barsamian, he is running for Justin Brannan's district to take his place because Justin is running for comptroller. We will be doing a Friday live with him on May 9th. Adafi is running for District 7, and he is looking for someone to do an in-person interview with because he would like to start to put that on some of his social media about what he is, about how this healthcare problem, will affect you. Colin Thompson is running for District 5 in City Council as the same district as Julie Menon, and he can truly use some of your support as well. Zellner Myrie just joined our mayoral debate. Zoran Mamdani withdrew from our with mayoral debate. We have not yet heard from Eric Adams, Adrian Adams, or Andrew Cuomo. And that's all I got, everybody. So donations, again, always needed. We started our campaign one more time starting April 1st. I had not put up a fundraiser. Let me put that down in my notes again so I can put up a thermometer. And happy Passover to everyone. You guys have a really great weekend. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing and your patience. No, there is nothing else new to give you on the cases because nothing else has come in. Just note that the next court event that we do have is on May 15th. We will be taking 2 buses up to Albany. Next week is a very big week for us. I will try to do one more live probably on Monday because we have Wednesday the 16th. We have the rally and petition signing. Please come on out, 11 a.m. on the 16th at City Hall Park. I would love to see you all. We will be signing petitions for Jim Walden to get on the ballot as an independent for mayor. You can sign his petition only if you have not already signed a petition for another mayoral candidate. So come out on the 16th. Love to see you. And then the 17th is the forum, and we would love to see you there too. Sign up. We need you to RSVP and register. Have a great day, everyone. Ciao.
Don't speak what you don't understand. The truth is not in your command. Don't shout about what you think is fake. The decision isn't yours to make. Don't lie about the way things are. Tall tales will take you very far. Don't scoff when they say it's the end. In this life we know you can't pretend. The days pass by, they've set in stone. But it's not too late now for you to change your tone.